Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Bluff Creek Acres. I'm Lorraine. Today I have a long list of things to get done, and so I thought I'd just bring you guys along with some of it. I've already done some of it, but just a few things to do today and share with you guys. I've already, taken care of the animals. I cleaned poopy buckets today. The nasty stuff, and it's really not nasty. It's just cleaning a bucket. It's already done. I didn't film that this morning. Right now, I am taking some fish fertilizer water down to the garden to fertilize my plants. And not all my green beans came up in my last garden tour. I showed you that, so I've got to replant those. I want to do some pruning on my tomatoes if they need it. And today I need to clean out the chicken coop, which I've already brought all the stuff down to the chicken coop to do that. And I was ready to do that before I hit the garden, but the chickens had a different idea because they decided it was time to lay eggs. So instead of disturb them, I'm going to go work in the garden. Groot is with me. He loves to go to the garden. Don't you, Groot? Yeah. You love to go to the garden. He'll go and sit at the gate. Once he knows where we're going, he goes and waits for me. Don't you? Funny thing is, he won't go through the gate without me. I have to go first. So, let's get the gate open. Come on. Will you go before me? Nope. He really won't go before me, guys. That's weird. Come on, Groot. Come on. Oh, I dropped my gloves. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Groot. Thank you. Anyone come in unless I shut this all the way in the garden. So Chris is still worked yesterday on filling up the beds with the compost sand on the top of the beds. And he finished filling off some of the beds we had filled before it had, 7 inch of rainfall on them. So now they kind of compacted down. So he put some more dirt in. Now he's filling the tops with soil so I can plant more there. So I'm going to take a look and see how things are going. I want to check on my patty pan squash and make sure that they have, and see if they've sprouted. So just a variety of things I need to do. Oh, let me grab some fertilizer. That's what I came down here to do. Seeds are in my pocket. Okay, so before I fertilize everything, I'm going to prune my tomatoes, get the suckers off of them, and just clean the bottom leaves a little bit so that they're not touching the ground. That's where a lot of your disease issues come from, is from the bottom leaves touching the ground. And then I'm going to replant the green beans because only one grew in this whole bed. Only one came up. They were older seeds, I think, so I'm not really surprised. And then we got that really cold, freezy weather afterwards. So the other bed, they almost all came up. But this bed, I only have one come up. So I'm going to do some pruning on the tomatoes, planting some seeds, and I'll just set you guys up to watch. Okay, so these are brandywines. They are indeterminate. So you want to prune these. So this is a sucker right here. You see this L, here's the main stem, and here's the original branch. And in the armpit here, you have one that comes off. You want to take that off. Now, you can replant this, root it, and it'll grow a tomato plant. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to get all the little suckers. Now, this one has some stuff down at the bottom, and I'm going to take that off. Just so that they're not touching the ground. This is going to sound crazy, but I love that smell from the tomatoes. Okay, and see now this one's split. I don't know if I can get you guys in there enough to see that. This one already has two, get out of the way here, two main branches coming up. So we'll leave that. That's not really what I want to prune out. I want to prune out just the suckers. So this one's going to have two main tops on it. Okay, got that one. I'm going to actually take that one too. Let's see. So there's a sucker. There's a sucker down here, but I'm gonna take the whole thing off because it's at the bottom and I don't want those leaves touching the ground. It also splits. See, right right there, you can see it split right here. So we'll let both of those go up. They're looking healthy. They're both looking very healthy. Again, that's one of my survivor tomatoes, that little guy right there. This ended up being two separate plants, 3 plants maybe all together, but I couldn't get them separated when I planted them. They wouldn't come apart, so we'll see how it does. I'm just going to grab some of these lower ones, get them off the ground level, because that just breeds disease, or it can. We fight blight with tomatoes here. Part of that is, I think, from the humidity. I'm not 100% sure. But I know the humidity can really be a blessing, but it can also be an issue. And I don't see any other suckers on that one right now. And I don't know if these two are going to make it or not. This one's already put a bloom on. Look at that, y'all. I want to talk about wanting to be a survivor. I am not going to let it bloom, though. It needs to fight to put on leaves before it puts on anything else. Definitely no fruit until it is ready. Same here. They are obviously needing something, so that's why I'm fertilizing today. I'm hoping that'll give them all the boost they need, especially these little survivors. Now these are Romas. It has some blooms on it. I don't know if I want to take those off. It's healthy, so I think I'll just leave those. Same here. It doesn't have any blooms on it though. Basil's looking good. Everything else is looking good. Calendule's looking good. Here's all my stuff that I had in pots. And I need to fertilize all this too. Okay, so now the beans are planted again. As you saw, they're Blue Lake bush beans. We've always grown the same beans. We enjoy them. Now, on to other things. Okay, so that's what I'm doing in the garden today. Just planting, pruning, watering,